guys, welcome back. Another week of NRL, another episode of the Weekend Breakdown. The boys are over here, ready to go.
Hello.
What's up, brother?
Need some more energy from you boys.
I said hello 3 times. That's good.
No, we on.
Alrighty, another great round of action. We're going to pick apart the games after, what were the big talking points? I'm a little lost this week. What can we talk about? Obviously,
Melbourne Storm cheating.
wow.
What the heck? Just because he lost.
Another
Sad.
another
Sad.
game-saving try from Xavier Coates. Like game-winning try, game-saving try. Xavier Coates is 100% clutch.
Yes.
That guy just wins. How do you think the Broncos feel about losing Xavier Coates at this point? I mean, it was a couple of seasons ago, but like he's...
I know. They got Covo, Mariner, Arthur's. Not too much. Doesn't hurt too much, I don't reckon.
I think he was ready to leave. You seen all the shorts of him getting like scared while he's asleep and just the boys playing pranks on him? Hilarious.
He gets done dirty. There's even these videos. If you watch, he's just sitting there eating his yogurt and he's just zoned out, and I've seen them everywhere, bro. I'm just like, oh, poor guy. He can't get away with anything, bro.
No, he can't. That yogurt one is so funny.
I know.
I haven't seen it, but yeah.
We'll send it to you after.
I'll
We'll send it to you.
after.
Yeah, we'll send it to you after. It's so funny.
Look, a couple of big upsets for the week. Obviously, Dragons over the Warriors, Dolphins over the Eels, and the
Huge.
Panthers over the Tigers. Big upset there.
Okay.
Yeah.
To some Dragons fans. Sorry, to some Tigers fans, 100%.
Oh, absolutely. I don't know what I want to touch on this week before we get into the games. I mean, obviously, Tricky Trindall got himself into a tricky situation.
Trindall,
That's
that's a good
his
one.
name.
Oh,
His name
I
is
like
Tricky.
it.
His
I
name
like
is
it as
Tricky.
well.
That's what the boys call him.
I like it.
It's Tricky Trindall, mate. He got himself into a little bit of strife, just driving when he shouldn't be driving. He's been on some form. I think it's going to make a big impact on the team. But I hear
massive.
I hear Atkinson's coming in, and I love Atkinson.
Loves a bit of Atkinson, doesn't
Mate, he is dead set future star of the NRL. Someone buy him. Oh, if he does really well, he might keep his spot.
Maybe.
I don't know. Anything else that's popped up for you guys?
No, obviously KP going out injured is a big loss. I think all in general. It was a good weekend. But yeah, a few upsets.
Sorry, just let's not gloss over KP. Is that a line through the night season?
I think so, yes.
It's minimums 6 months, I think it is.
Oh, yeah,
Or
his-
4 to 6
his
months. It's such a
season's done.
rare injury.
Yeah.
His season's done, but Armstrong's coming in this weekend, and Armstrong is like we talked about on the first show of the season. There's a big sort of line of young fullbacks coming through for the Knights, and I mean he could turn out to be an absolute superstar. Like the Knights, until I see how they go with him without Ponga, I'm yet to put a line through the Knights. But
The Knights had that 10-win streak last season, and for a few of those games, Pong was out injured. I think it was for the start of the first few of those winning streaks. So I don't think they're going to be awfully bad, but I wouldn't tip them this weekend, personally.
no, it's a wait and see.
No, apparently there was another fullback who, like, is injured at the moment, who they like in the New South Wales Cup, I think. But, yeah, so it might not even be Armstrong who's the main fullback for them for a while. I'm trying to find out what his name is, so...
I think he played in the trials as well because remember the second trial that the Knights played, Armstrong played on the wing, and I can't remember who played at fullback. I can't remember his name.
Sharp, I think? Sharp?
But yeah.
Yeah. Says that Sharp, yeah. But, yeah, no.
Yeah, so
We'll see.
look, there's cover. There's definitely cover. Yeah, I'm not putting a line through them just yet. And
true.
I think it's actually going to be good for the team not to be so Kalen dependent. I think
That's true.
they'll actually play better as a team.
For sure.
I think they need it, personally, 100%. Kalen dependent is all they have been this season. And when he's off. Like, the whole team's off.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they need to learn to get by. And that'd be good for Kalen to come back into. A team that's learned to get by without him.
Comes back a lot stronger, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Molded a little bit more as well. But yeah, big loss for KP.
Yeah, but people come in and like they're not playing, like they're either playing injured or they're not up to form, and then they come in, they're demanding the ball because they're a leader of the team, and then the team doesn't win. So yeah, I think it's a good thing for the Knights. Anyway, let's get into the games from the last round so we don't drag on all day. We've got another podcast to do for our tips later on. Thursday night game, Storm over the Roosters. Late try from Xavier Coates, as I just touched on before. It was the game that it promised to be. I mean, nothing for me. I was like, it was kind of. I think it went exactly how I thought it was going to go. I mean, I tipped the Storm, but I just meant it seemed like on paper it was going to be close, and it was just going to be a try between the teams at the end.
Yeah, no, it ended up being, like you said, close. Like, atmosphere was really good, and one thing I like seeing was Crichton on that. He looks so good. He just fit straight back in. Like, you've got Wong, you got Tupanua. I know he's out, but it's still, and both Butcher boys, and Crichton's come back in and he's just taken that spot again, and he looks really good. So, and I feel like it's weird because I watched the game and, well, when they play Terrell May for big minutes, they go more stronger in the middle, but then they pull back those minutes from those stronger players and they have more fast-paced players like White and that. So every now and again, I see Robinson kind of changing the way he plays, either fast through the middle or just hard and straight through the middle. But it's a good thing to have, like depending on what team you're playing or what type of game you're playing, it changes. But yeah, definitely a close one. But yeah, Storm got through by a little bit, eh?
Yes, they did.
Very, very close.
Look, Robert and Bellamy are both very defensively minded coaches. I think that game was always going to be who's got the weakest defense, and unfortunately, Roosters just dropped off a little bit. Nelson Sol, Big Nelson, pushing his mate over the line.
I saw that. I thought it was going to get called as well.
It's an illegal foul.
I did think it was going to get called.
But yeah, didn't see it at the time. Robbo was blowing up afterwards, as well as many other Roosters fans, including myself, were absolutely blowing up. But yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. It is
what it is.
Look, considering the Roosters historically, especially over the last 5 seasons, are the most penalised team in the competition, they're really, really quick to jump on when everyone else is cheating. Because
He loves it.
a cheat can spot a cheat a mile away.
Yeah, sure.
I do not agree with any of that statement.
I just speak facts over here.
Yep.
Just
Spitting
straight facts.
Look, I mean, you know what? Just that one try, just every time a team gets beaten and there's controversy, I just say, just be better.
Yeah.
Just be better.
Get better.
I said
Get
this
better.
last week as well. Jerome Hughes on fire. He is killing it. He is by far my favourite player in the NRL at the minute.
Same.
to watch.
Same.
Imagine when he comes
Unreal.
back to Queensland and plays for the Titans.
No, bro, that's not happening, bro.
Corey Parker, bro, what are you on about?
Bro, Jerome Hughes literally said in an interview, he's like, nah, it's the same.
Oh,
So, Corey Parker, your way, out the window.
mate, Fox League, News Limited, clickbait,
I
mate.
must be getting a bit bored up there in Fox League.
It's clickbait.
Yeah, as soon
How do
as,
you-
all it is.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I screenshotted like 3 different things.
And then he came in.
Exactly. He's done his job very well.
Yeah, he's done his job very well. But yes, Jerome Hughes on fire. 76 fantasy points on the weekend. Probably one of the top fantasy point scorers. I love that. I wish I had him on my team. I'm spewing up. Didn't put him in.
Heartbreaking.
Fantasy
Heartbreaking.
points.
All right, on to the next game. Dragons versus Warriors. Probably the biggest upset of the weekend. Warriors have been looking solid, but they're just like, I was sort of looking at the Warriors thinking they're building towards something. And I think the Dragons have just surprised them. The way that they were just defending and turning them off the line, like Sean Johnson's first try just goes through untouched, and it's like, here we go, the Warriors are on today. And just the way that the Dragons started defending, and there was just a repeat set after repeat set there for a while. They got the ball back, and then they scored down the other end with Moses Suli. It's it turned the game early, and yeah, I feel like the Warriors didn't have an answer for it. It was a very unlike Warriors. I don't know.
Yeah, no, they look shook from the first 15, 20 minutes. They look absolutely shook. Defensively, they weren't sure. They didn't look like they knew how to defend what was going on in front of them.
Just the 2024 is just Zach Lomax is him. This year.
Zachary.
He's just wing / center.
Yeah, put me anywhere and I'll fucking kill it. That's what he's-
Fullback. Throw him out fullback for a half.
I dead
Go
set.
ahead.
I think Zach Lomax will play fullback this year. Like just the way that the attrition and the way that injuries and stuff happen in the game today, just the amount of games, the speed of the game. I think Sloan will get injured at some point. Like touch wood, he doesn't. Like I hope Tyrell Sloan stays fit and healthy. But I reckon just feeling like Flano is. Like, I reckon Lomax would be back to fullback because remember Jack Bird's got to come back into the team as well. So I think Lomax will put his hand up for fullback spot.
Even Sloan could go to the wing or something. But, yeah, even Sloan, he's been in form as well. Like, he's been really good. Like, but Lomax has just been too good. Like,
Yeah, you can't put it by him.
Yeah,
Lomax is killing it.
He could do no wrong in that game as well. That he dropped goal from 40 metres out, 2 points, you know. Didn't he get a double as well? Did you get a double?
No, you got one try.
One try. But still, that try was crazy. But it just couldn't do any wrong.
He scored. He's only the 8th player in the history of the game to score a 2-point field goal. He popped a 2-point field goal over just before half time.
Yeah.
So he's only the 8th player to do it.
Wow, there you go. Fun facts. Brentos fun facts.
Mate, like I've got some facts. Do you know what? Do you know what we a little bit lost today? But do you know I forgot all about the shining lights. We just
I
went,
know. I was thinking about
yeah,
it.
maybe we'll spit them off at the end, maybe.
I reckon we spit him off after this game because look, honestly, we're on Zach Lomax at the moment, and I feel like we've all got some points for Zach Lomax this week.
100%. Also, down the technical
DWZ.
DWZ, 100% of the abbreviations. DWZ's try.
Oh my god, that was crazy, eh? Like literally the ball was on the tilt and that's the only reason he scored that try.
A few weeks ago, we had Xavier Coates for his incredible try. I reckon this is coming in as a close second for me. That was insane. His full body was outside of the line. Like it was millimeters from touching the line, the outline.
Yeah. Nah, that it's just that tilt on the ball, touch grass first, then touch the white line. So I was real lucky.
Yeah. That for me was insane. Also, what was Manu's run stats? His record for the NRL?
370.
370. Yeah.
Oh, copy. Never mind.
Not
Disregard.
270.
Yeah, disregard.
370 is disgusting, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, that is disgusting.
Anyway, let's go back and
Shining what?
Back to Shining Lights. Brought to you by Pit Viper. Well, it's actually not, but it should be. So get around these.
Feel free
boys.
to sponsor us.
Yeah, sponsors incoming. Shining Lights. Boom. All right. Get those wonderful things off. I'm going to go straight into my Shining Lights because I have split my 1 points and this is the last splitting of the 1 points that we're doing.
Mate, you were giving me crap
no,
last week for splitting my points. I split points.
Yeah, you've done one. Now I've done one, and then it's even the competition.
no more
So no more split.
I'm doing
points.
it again next week. I'm splitting again this week.
No. I'm gonna whatever you say
Shush.
second is your split. You're splitting points. No, it ruins the whole thing. And I've got an update of before this round. I'll give you an update of where the points are sitting and who is leading our Shining Lights.
Who would be leading?
Oh, have a guess. I'd love to have a guess.
Oh.
Who's leading our Shining Lights, boys?
Dylan Edwards.
Turbo.
Dylan Edwards.
Good guess. Terrible guess.
No one chose Turbo. Who chose Turbo?
Turbo's got like 1 point for the whole year off us.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so leading on 9 points for our Shining Lights so far after 6 rounds, Joey Manu.
Oh.
Manu, how do you forget
Yeah.
me? My bad.
Even with a 2-game suspension, Lockie Galvin with 8.
Oh.
And then mate, the whiz kid. In third spot, Dylan Edwards with 7.
Thought so.
Yeah, nice.
And then we've got 3 players tied on 5, which is
Hammer.
Teddy, Hammer, and Kickow.
Kick out. I gave kick out points.
Yeah.
Bro, he bodies, bro.
There's obviously we're going to go through the
we'll
points
talk
there,
about
and we'll do a recap of for next week.
Yeah, we'll talk
Quick
about
question:
that.
how many did you give Lomax
When this week?
this week?
I'm about to go through my points.
Go,
and then
go, I want to know.
Hey, tell
They
you
might
what,
put Lomax up straight away.
he absolutely will be up straight away.
Yeah, copy that.
So, and also someone else. So for 3 points, my 3 points for this week is the young man Isaiah Katoa. The way he is, like, there should be more hype around this kid. Like, obviously he came in and Dolphins didn't do that well, but he was just solid. Didn't get much hype around him. But, like, now people are starting to notice what a great ball player he is. 3 points for Katoa. we'll get onto more around him when we go over the game. Lomax, 2 points.
Nice.
And then my split 1-1, never again. So 1 for Billy Walters. I thought he played amazing for the Broncos and really stepped up. And Ben Hunt with 1 great game for the Dragons.
Benny Hunt, give it to him.
Alrighty, Preston.
Zachary Lomax. Obviously, we just talked about him. He was crazy. Nicholas Hines, unstoppable. Ran the offense. You saw the points that they put on. That a lot of the time it was through his playing the ball. And Kyle Idle, he ran for 212 run meters, 24 runs. Had a big game. Third game in, and he's just putting in the work. Taking a lot of work off the forwards, and him and Ramian were doing it. But I think I give it to Kyle Idle because it's his third game. So yeah, that's mine.
Dead set.
Copy that. Trey Fuller for the Dolphins came in this weekend, absolutely killed it for the boys. Did not miss a tackle on the Eels' sturdy offense. So he gets my 3 points easily. 2 points has to go to Jack Bostock. 20 years old, hat trick against the Eels. He played incredible on the weekend. Everything he's doing at the minute is awesome. He is going to be incredible in the future. And last but not least, 1 point has to go to Zach Lomax. Yeah, you're killing it, mate. You are killing it.
Zachary, what a guy.
Yeah, big week between all of us. What did Lomax has scored? A total of 6 points for this round. So that let me just
where
see.
does that put
He
him?
bumps him.
It bumps
fourth.
him. It bumps him up to equal first with Joey Manu.
Oof.
Damn.
Oh, Joey and Lomax and Manu. That's
Manu's been big this year.
He has been big this year.
Could have even got a point.
Also, he's
this
only
week.
signed a 1-year contract. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, he's only going for a little
Yeah.
You
bit.
see that announced this week?
and
It's only
then-
1 year, and then who knows?
Come back to the
But the
NRL
Roosters are
sort of
keeping a
thing.
500k cap in
Saw
the back
that,
pocket
saw that.
to take him back in.
It's all that.
Yeah, and
Not a
he's-
bad
He
idea.
said he doesn't want to play for anyone else, and
As
there's-
if you would want to.
Huh?
there's
Who,
lot-
who would you want to play with?
Yeah.
Tigers?
mate, Joey Manu, coming back to play for Tigers, but mate, we've already got Jareem the Dream.
Yeah, dream the dream. He's right.
What team in the NRL can you think that has just an absolute rubbish fullback? There's none. The
Not
fullback
one.
spots
Not
are
one.
stacked.
He's thinking. He's probably going to say Sloan out of
No,
all
I
of them.
was going to say Titans. But Campbell's fucking...
You
Bremo
got
and
Campbell
Campbell.
and Bremo.
Yeah, you can't.
Got Philip Sami as well.
Mate,
Not wrong, lads. Not wrong. Not wrong at all.
Sloan's your best bet.
I was just a dig at a mate.
Anyway,
What's the next one?
on to the Eels and Dolphins. Speaking of Isaiah Katoa, just obviously the game was pretty close up until the 51st minute when Trey Fuller scores his little sort of little football skills try, kick through. Actually, no, that was for Jack Bostock, sorry.
You thought it was close? I thought it was a walkover. The first half was all Eels. I thought Eels could not do no wrong.
There's only 3 tries scored in the first half.
Yeah, but penalties and defensively, the Eels were killing it offensively. A few little things are happening like here and there, but I thought that the whole first half was all the Eels. They let an unlucky try to Bostock in the second. At the 30th minute.
And they were 6 points up. So
Mm.
from the 49th minute, try Tessinu, 51st, try Trey Fuller, 55th, Max Plath, 57th, Max Plath, Jake Averillo on 63rd, Jack Bostock in the 69th, Tessinu in the 71st, and then Jack Bostock at 74. So just 49 to 74, just bam, 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 blew him off park. Late try for Dylan Brown, but yes.
It was a try every 2 minutes within 27 minutes. A try every 2 minutes. And then that's 7 tries in. That's not mentioning their 8th try as well. 8th and 9th try.
Yeah, it was huge. And the young man, Katoa's had a few. He didn't play the first round while Dolphins got walked over. He's played every game since, and look, they're riding high up near the top of the table.
Who was he playing for last season?
The Dolphins.
He
Oh,
was
sorry,
a
the season before.
So
Panthers.
he was
Who
coming.
the Panthers he was
no,
too.
but he was 17 years old coming
Yeah,
through the
he didn't
grades.
play.
So
And he
He's-
still looked good. Like
Yeah, he
even
was.
at that young age, he looked incredible.
They did
You
say
knew
he
there was a
was-
future there, and
Yeah.
obviously, the boys over there at the Dolphins have seen that. He's,
well, that was like obviously being a young 17-year-old when they sort of signed him, like he wasn't going to be the big who was sort of the headline sort of signing. It was like Felice Kafusi and
The Bromwich
Cody
brothers and all
Nikarima. You
that.
had what's his name as well?
the captain Jesse
Sullivan.
Bromwich was probably the
Yeah,
biggest signing.
Bromwich.
Sean O'Sullivan was late in the halves. Like they kind of there was no Cam Munster. Like they missed him. They missed Latrell, Reece Walsh. Like
I mean, they had Ewan Akins.
yeah, but no superstar. Like I'm talking superstar. I'm not talking about like solid first grader.
Yeah, fair.
So he's proved to be the best signing in my opinion.
No, I like it. I agree.
Eels, Brad Arthur, borrowed time.
Oh, nah, I don't reckon. It's rough, but all the boys backed him. I saw that Ring Campbell-Gillard backed him, just said, don't put it on him. It's on us players as well. So, I don't know, something like that coming from a player that tells you heaps. Like, obviously, haven't been playing well, but, if your players are backing you up that well, then, yeah.
Yeah. Look, Brad Arthur's got him through some hard times before. Obviously, Mitch Moses is a big thing and exciting replacement this weekend. I think it's he's going to be a really, really good first grader. I don't know how he hasn't come through already. Maybe it's just his training sort of stuff, but there was basically he's going to walk on the Eels if he didn't play this weekend. So the young man is coming through to play 7 and pushing, I think it's Sanders. I think his name's Sanders.
Yeah, Ethan Sanders.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh, exciting stuff.
All right, on to the big game in Bathurst. Tigers defeated by the Panthers. I was hopeful on this game. I predicted an ambush after last year's triumphant victory over the Panthers here and without Nathan Cleary. But the Panthers really stepped up. They were just too good. The Tigers had a decent amount of possession, but they just couldn't sort of find Lockie Galvin probably was a little bit quiet. They just really couldn't find their groove. They had a lot of opportunities and just couldn't find their way. I think the biggest takeaway from that is the Panthers' defense. The Panthers' defense was pretty good. Oh well, it was fantastic. I think the Tigers just got frustrated, and
So we got big news for you after this one. But yeah. So you proceed.
Thanks for interrupting, boys.
Sorry, mate.
You're going to love it.
Yeah, you will.
Oh, I hope it's what I think it is. But anyway, yeah. Look, back to the drawing board. Do you know what? Actually, I realised Benji needs to bring back the grey suit. We win when he wears the grey suit. He wasn't wearing the grey suit in Bathurst. But good to see 12,000 people out in Bathurst. Like, take more footy out to country venues.
I agree.
Yeah. It looks good. When you're growing up in the country, and the footy comes to town, everyone just goes nuts. I remember going to games when I was a kid, filling out 10,000 in a stadium in a town of 11,000 people. It's insane.
I think Panthers have come out saying they're going out to the sticks every second game or something, or more often this season.
Or not every second, but they're playing in Bathurst once every season, and they'll probably take somewhere else as well.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
that's awesome for the community.
Yeah.
Anything to say on that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, mates. I remember a few podcasts ago, we all had a couple bets. We all made a few bets on our teams and beating the Panthers, and I believe you said come round 6 or 7, sorry. Tigers will beat the Panthers, and if they don't, we all had what we were talking about off camera, what the punishments could be. I believe we all said we'll bleach our hair.
If you lost to the Panthers.
No, look, it was said off camera. It wasn't said on the podcast, and we also spoke last week, but you don't remember. I said I'm not going to do that because I've just got a new job.
I didn't know.
Mate,
a punishment has to be done then.
No, you're off gallivanting.
No, a punishment has to be done.
Mate, the bet wasn't made. I was talking about it, and I'll make one later in the year.
We will come up with a punishment later on off camera again, and then we will announce it on the next potty.
It needs to be said on there, but we're not doing.
Yeah, no, we'll announce it on the next potty. But it's something we all have to agree to.
I'm ready to back the Tigers on another game. Now is not the time. Anyway, what were you girls giggling over?
That's bro, the bleach hair. You made the bet.
Oh, I thought you were gonna tell there was some big signing news or Jerome Luai backflipped on the Tigers deal.
By the sword.
Mate, we didn't say it on the podcast. We didn't agree on a podcast. Mate, I will take a bet, but Mate.
All right, a punishment will be done. We'll decide off air, and then we'll announce it on the next podcast.
No, we're not going to do
Yes, we
anything.
are.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Will you, mate, do we punish you for getting beaten by the Storm?
No, but when we come around the Panthers and we lose, there'll be a punishment. And same for
Ooh.
Storm. Same for Storm.
already won
That's
that
what we.
job.
That's what we spoke about.
No, we didn't.
That was 100%. That's
you
what we
guys
spoke
live
about,
in
mate.
an absolute fairyland.
Yeah,
Oh.
Let's
so-
go on to the next game.
Raiders versus Broncos.
No, let's go on to Titans and Manly.
Yeah, bro, let's
Get on
skip
that
that
one.
one.
Get on that one, Preston. Stop skipping games.
I was trying to.
First 2 tries for your man, on Luffy.
Oh, bro, it was a good matchup between Saab and Luffy. Like they're both speedsters, and obviously Saab's got the height way over him. But yeah, it was a good matchup, and that. Oh, when I watched that first 10 minutes, I thought it was going to be a blowout straight away. Turbo went over pretty easily, and I was like, oh. But then they came back. They were pushing for it, and it was such a good game to watch. And as like to be a Titans supporter, you'd be happy with what you're seeing from your team. Like it's good signs. And also while I was watching it, man, that offense, like obviously his defense was pretty rough, but that offense just goes straight through. When it goes through foreign, something happens. Like that banana kick. There was a couple of good passes on the left side, which opened up that left side. So, but yeah, it was a good game. And also Fifita getting over for a try, which was nice. So yeah.
Always good to see that big fella score.
Big Fifi.
Look, it was a bit of a wet night. It was
Wasn't
almost
it
like
what?
looking on the map when the game was starting. It was almost like these two or three cells come together. It was like a hurricane. Maybe that was the conditions is probably what made the defense. It was just too slippery. Everyone was falling off tackles, but like 64 points of the game, like. Especially if you're at a stadium and there's just try after try after try, it's action packed. You're not like sitting there watching teams get into the grind and have a 10-8 sort of thing. Like a 30-34 game is exciting. And I mean, look, I'm still on the Eagles this year. I think they're definitely going to be a top 4 side, but like, are the Titans turning a corner? Is this their week when they go over to New Zealand? Like, it's just...
Yeah, that's what I think you're talking about. That could be that week they go to New Zealand and they beat the Warriors, which would be crazy.
I mean, both of them coming off back-to-back losses, and one was a blowout loss, one was a very close loss. So
Titans
it
have
could
that
go either
momentum.
way.
Yeah, exactly.
You just got to think maybe it's taken the Titans a little bit of time to buy into Desi's coaching way, like philosophies, standards. Maybe.
Well, he's a bit old school, but he's very. I was saying this earlier, maybe last podcast, but he's very defensive mind. Like that's his big focus, and it showed on the day. Like the Titans had a 93% tackle efficiency. Like when have you seen that from the Titans in the past? That's
Nice.
insane. 305 tackles and 93% efficiency.
Their defense has been good this year, though. Even that last week's game where all they were doing was defending, their defense has been good.
Well, I mean, they got 34 points scored on them, so it couldn't be that good.
Yeah, but they scored
True,
30 themselves.
true.
So when they could make it to the tackle,
True.
that was efficient. But they missed like about 1,000.
They missed 17 tackles.
Oh,
compared to Manly's 23.
So they didn't try for another 8 tackles. That's all the points are scored on. I don't know.
I mean, compared to the caliper that Manly Seagulls are, I think they did really, really well despite.
Caliper.
Yes.
Caliber?
Caliper. Tomato.
What is a caliber?
Bleach your hair.
No, mate.
Bleach your hair.
Put a caliper on yourself.
I will.
Caliper.
Anyway.
Yeah, got it. I just wanted to make sure I knew what a caliper was. Yeah, nice.
Sweet. Broncos Raiders. Broncos Raiders. There were plenty of calipers in this.
Plenty of calipers.
A lot of caliper.
Patrick Caliper.
Oh no.
It was a good
Reece Caliper.
good game for, this was a danger game for the Broncos after the Raiders were the ones that took them down last year. Well, a really inexperienced back line for the Raiders, but just the players that you want to see step up, like your Walters, your Mam, your Walsh, Cobbo, like obviously all scored tries, but also had really strong games. There's some big names coming back this week, and I think Jock Madden stood up really, really well in this game as well. He was unlucky not to get a point from me this week.
True. Nah, I reckon, yeah, like Broncos, like Raiders started really well, and now Broncos doing that to them, like, it's gonna be hard, especially with all the players that are coming back. Like they already look good without them being there. You know what I mean? And the players that are coming back are star caliber players. So caliper. Yeah, star caliber players. You know, and it's gonna be a bit of fun for Broncos fans to watch.
Yep.
Caliper.
The B is silent.
Yeah, pricks. Now, what are you thinking if you're what do you think if you're the Raiders there? It was obviously a very wet night for the boys. What are you thinking next week coming into the Raiders? Okay, we just got absolutely pumped in the wet.
Oh, look, you're playing against, like, I think you got to just shake it off. Like, if you're playing against a top 4 side, you're like, we lost. Look, we tried. We fell off late or midway through the game, and, like, you're just back to the drawing board.
The boys have had a couple disappointing losses this season now, and I think it's starting to play a bit of havoc on them. Xavier Savage obviously still outperforming, playing so good.
Ethan Strange is playing.
Ethan Strange is out of his skin.
Like dead set the leading rookie. Like I can say that even over my boy Lockie Galvin, but he's like Ethan Strange stands up every week.
What about Bostock?
Yeah,
He's been crazy.
That's right.
Man, I could score some of those tries in the corner.
You reckon?
Oh, dead set, mate.
Let him fly.
There's bleach hair out there on the sideline.
like coming, like
In the wind.
there's different positions. Like you can't come in as an 18, 19, 20-year-old like in the front row as a playmaker. Like if you're out in the wing as an 18, 19-year-old, like
a lot easier.
outside and
wrong.
experienced sort of back line, catch it. You got a bit of speed,
down.
put it down.
Yeah.
Like
No, fair play. I enjoy that.
Like I think you're doing a lot better. And plus Bostock played last year as well.
Yeah, what, 1-2 games?
No, he played more than that.
Really?
No, surely not.
Hey, we'll fact check that later. Anyway, Bulldogs Knights. This was the game that the Bulldogs have been building towards. Like were the Knights absolutely garbage, or were the Bulldogs just played that well? Obviously, they lost Kalen, halftime?
Yeah.
Nah, just after
Just after halftime?
basically
Yeah, they had to use it interchange
But
for it.
Their backline starting to get set. Just things come together, and just the way they defended, like they're starting to have an identity, and I think it's that just finding, like, just turning teams away from their try line, and then sort of just hitting them back on like a. It's kind of like when you see, like in football, like soccer, where teams will like park the bus, they'll defend, and then they'll score on the break. Like that's like a couple of long range tries in that game. But yeah, Bulldogs, it's starting to come together. Like I think they're starting to figure out like what works for them.
I mean that the links between Matty Burton, Bronson Cherry, Kikau, Addo Carr, bro.
Yeah.
That whole
So
that whole flank is
Too
awesome
good.
to watch.
Too
It is
good.
so good to watch. And Matty Burton's another player at the minute playing out of his skin. I'm surprised I didn't give him a point this week, but I think it's really, really tough. Obviously, defense wins you games, and on the day they were very, very, very strong defense.
What do you boys think about the little muck around scuffle in the tunnel? Got what's his name?
Surely,
Oh,
I
bro,
thought that was a
Jack
joke.
Sit your
Heathers.
lanky ass down, bro. Settle down.
It
Go
looked
sit
like a
down. Have a
joke.
Gatorade. No, it wasn't a joke.
Bro was hopping around like it was a
smile on
joke
his
there,
face.
man.
He
Let's
just
go,
smiled on his
man.
face because he's
Whack.
ready for a scrap. He's been sent off so many times in his career for trying to scrap. He's just an absolute grub. I was listening to Josh Reynolds, the ultimate grub, talking about him the other day on
Grubby's
another
a legend.
podcast. Grubby is a legend.
Yes.
Do love you, Grub. And but there were a few of the boys were talking about him the other day, and they were just saying, like over his career, he's been sent off like that many times for basically just trying to be a scrapper and trying to be that guy. It's like, and it's like a 50-50. Like, yeah, it's good to have a guy in your team that backs you and will do that for you, but at the same time, it's a double-edged sword. Where,
To an extent, yeah.
yeah, if he gets sent off and he's in the bin, or if he's out suspended, or if he's out getting fined and whatever else, like it's putting the team down. So, in my opinion, it's stupid, mate. Sit your lanky ass down, go have a water and cool off. Like,
I don't know. I
crack
say play on. Bit of handbags. Like no one got punched in the face. Like Reed Marnie's probably the lippiest bloke in the game.
Yeah.
He's
That's
just
pretty funny.
Reed Marty's walking in like ready to walk
was
down to the
shocked.
sheds,
He was
bro.
like, "What the heck?
Yeah,
Why
he's
did you
like,
just
oh, he
jab
had his head
me?"
down. He wasn't watching, and then they go straight over to like pan over to him in the locker room, and he's in there just like shadow boxing himself. It's like, oh, settle down, bro.
Settle down.
You didn't see that?
Mate, he was waiting in the tunnel, and then he was
Wait,
just
who was
jumping up
shadow
and down.
boxing?
He did it as he was coming at him, and then afterwards, Reed Marnie was doing pretending that he was. They shot the shot of Reed Marnie was after it happened. He's like, the guy was jumping around like this. Like Reed Marnie was just laughing about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just him warming up.
Oh, I don't know. Whatever. Like we can't. The game's gone soft. Anyway, let's get it. Let's move on to the last game. Big win for the Sharks. They are the team on the top of the tables. I tipped the Cowboys last week. I thought they might come back, but yeah, I know.
When you said it, I was just like, "What are you on, bro?"
Chat, lads.
Look,
we were literally saying last week
using the
that they
chat.
are just so underrated at the minute. They're not being talked about, but
they're flying under the radar, yeah. So shout out to my mate Alistair. He's always feeding me Shark stats, and I think it was the Sharks have won like the last 11 of 12 games against the Cowboys. So would have been nice to send me before the game, but
Alistair's been waiting for this. I know he has.
Yeah,
He's been waiting for this Sharks win to get the throw out.
Yes.
He, Alistair absolutely loves the Sharks, and a big victory over the Cowboys, and it was just everything was just sort of, I wouldn't say easy, but they just it flowed really, really well. All the connections through the back line,
They're playing very, very well together. They look good.
Good
Very,
debut
very
by Sam Stone Street, came in for Katoa.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, big, tall, lanky winger. That's how I like him.
Val Holmes, but if anyone from the Cowboys is going to step up,
how he
it's
likes them.
yeah. I bypassed that one real quick.
Mate, Coates, Bostock, you got these big
That's how
lanky
he likes
wingers.
them.
Hey, you got to like certain positional players.
You got Saab up there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, certain
Bit of two
body types really suit positions.
Mm.
I like big bodied halves as well. It's just the way
Big bodies.
Damn.
it's all about tactics, boys.
Val Holmes, but the only man stepping up for the day.
Very lucky.
the
Very lucky
Cowboys.
for that try, bro.
Yeah, very, very lucky.
That was a fluke of a try. Just
But if
about.
anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Val Holmes.
Very true.
I think he's trying to get his name in there for Origins. I hope so.
He has to. There's no way he misses out. Surely.
He's the hardest when he plays Origin.
Hot take. Val Holmes is so overrated.
What?
So overrated.
He's
Mate,
not. Have
mate,
you seen his bad games?
I'd
They're
rather.
good.
Mate, I don't rate Tessie New, but I'd rather see him line up for Queensland in the
Mate, he
centre.
single-handedly, not single-handedly, he basically won us one of the. I love the controversy here. This is epic. But he won us one of the Origin games last year with a try-saving tackle. He is insanely good.
I don't think he's that good.
His bad games are good. That's what I mean. You see him have a bad game, and you look at his stats, and he's had a good game, and you're like, wait, what the heck?
I think you boys just have a fantasy points man crush on him, and that's all.
He's
But he's not even. His fantasy points aren't even that good.
No way.
No, I
That is
I don't know.
wild.
Just there's so many better centers.
Who would you choose? Honestly, who would you choose over him for your centers?
I'd probably play AJ Brimson. I'd play Gagai.
You go Gagai over Val Holmes.
Yeah.
If anyone I would go over Val Holmes, it'd be Cobbo. That's all.
Yeah.
Cobbo. That is
Cobbs.
all.
I'd pick Cobbo over Val Holmes.
Yeah.
Gagai's days.
I'm trying to think of because those two have been in the centres for Queensland for so long. It's you got to die to get out of the Queensland back line.
Don't fix something if it ain't broke.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke. 100%. They're reliable as hell.
This thing that excites me, I'm a Queenslander, but I get excited about the New South Wales team because they like to pick people on form. I hate rep teams. You see same blokes turning up every year. Everyone's everyone's Origin is a pinnacle, and Origin is great and it's exciting.
Then let's get rid of DCE.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of DCE.
Why? He's absolutely fantastic.
We're trying to make the same argument here about two different players.
But DC is fantastic.
Get rid
Val
of Munster.
Holmes.
Get rid of Munster. That's a better one. Get rid of Munster.
Why?
He's not informed. He's not informed.
Munster's not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You wouldn't move him. He's not informed, but he gets picked every single year. So it's
That's what I'm just trying to say. It's the same argument. It's just two different players,
and
and it's just a point of view.
Yeah, obviously, but you
Shout
look
out
at
Val
Munster.
Holmes.
Munster's
Nah,
from
Munster's
another
the best,
world.
yeah.
Like when he's on, he runs his spiders on him. Like
Maroon's Munster's
I
crazy.
don't know.
Yeah,
Like
it
I
is.
just
And
It's
he's
like
the
Kiwis
grub in
Manu.
him comes
It's
out.
like
and
Kiwis
it's
Manu.
so good to watch.
Who's better, Maroon's Munster or Kiwis Manu?
mate,
Kiwis Mane.
Oh, Kiwis Manu. Yeah, I've probably
Yeah.
got Kiwis Manu.
100%.
Every
Wait.
day of the week.
I don't know. You got Munster against all the best players, or you got Kiwi Manu against
403 run meters, a world record.
But how are you gonna beat it with like a Maroon, like a Blues team? It's just a different game. Who did he put those meters on?
Fiji.
Yeah. See.
Nah, it was versus Samoa.
It was Samoa. It was
See,
one of the
even
islands.
Samoa's
Definitely
not
Samoa.
I'm
even-
pretty sure it was Fiji.
Mate,
Samoa-
Samoa's great.
No, but with their
Samoa's-
defense like that, yeah.
Samoa's just below the A1 tier. Like
Their
their tier
team's
2.
stacked, but I reckon Manu against a team like that, he could do anything. But Munster against a Blues team, it's a whole different story.
Anyways, back onto Origin.
Oh
Well done, Val.
no, mate, we're getting close to Origin, and I can't wait for our.
Exciting.
I think we're going to have to do a
Should we
separate
do our
one.
own teams and then discuss?
Yeah,
off?
for
100.
sure.
Oof, oof, oof,
But
oof.
we've been
sure.
we've been frothing on this, and we've got another show to do. So we're gonna wrap this up and stick around for tomorrow. Our next show, it's our tip show. So thanks to the boys over here.
Special teams, special plays, special players.
What's up, brother?
Tuesday. What? That's all we have time for. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, get down below in the comments.
GGs.
Comment. It pushes it out. Get around it. Say hi to your mum for me. Peace out. You.
It's-